I'm really excited to be at our very first Family Resources Fair. This is the brainchild of Dr. Jill Heine-Smith. I'm so proud of the work you've done here. We had a great turnout, and there's a lot of energy and excitement, and just a lot of people who have come to show what kind of resources that they have.
Right now is collecting evidence, talking to people that are really out there, really trying to reach out for kids and helping them, and that's exactly what I want to do too. I want to serve. And so as part of my job, as part of being an educator, is making sure that we have these resources, that the parents have this as well, and as a community in our schools, that we can have teachers collaborating with parents, and parents can collaborate with other parents, and then maybe we can make a bigger organization that later on it will be for the better of our students.
Helpful for me and how to support my students to set goals and see themselves outside of the traditional classroom. I want to go into teaching to help prepare them to be civically minded, critical thinking skills. So the ability to be able to set goals and picture their future selves is really important. So I connected with a couple of organizations today that are going to help me do that and help to support my students, as well as communicate to them that I see them being successful once they leave my classroom. One of which was going to be the Seattle Education Access. They actually work in 11 schools in the King County area right now at the secondary level, supporting students to set goals, get up their GPA, help them graduate, as well as come up with ways to find scholarships and college placement. So that's been really valuable for me. I kind of struggle with that as a newer teacher, thinking about how do I actually connect people with resources and who can I look to help them outside of just our college and career center. They do a great job, but additional resources are great, and this has helped me to connect with people like that.
Things that we talk about when we're planning activities for our teacher education students is how we can have participation from our distance students, so students who are taking their coursework online. And one of my colleagues, Kirsten Kochi, who teaches in the internship seminar course, had this idea to have a Zoom room that she set up where she is in a classroom down the hallway from all of these participants, and she is facilitating a large group of online learners from various courses, and she's having participants come down to the Zoom room in 15-minute increments to be able to share with students using the Zoom platform about the work that they do with kids. So it's a really great way to engage all of our learners no matter where they are.
One of the things that I really have liked in watching students go from table to table is getting to see how they are now going to get to be resources for students and families. So one example is there is a table for an organization called Little Bit, and it provides families with opportunities for students to ride horses as therapy. And I think this could be such a great chance if you had a student with special needs to be able to say, hey, I know about this program, and to be a connector as a teacher, because I think that's one of the roles that we do wear, one of the hats that we wear as teachers. And it also really helps us to connect through the city and realize what amazing opportunities we have in the greater Seattle area.
that there were so many resources in the community for our kids and for their families. And it's just really good to know that we're well supported in this area, and that if there's a need for our students or for somebody in their family, that there's organizations out there that can help accommodate their needs.
One of the organizations that I really liked hearing about was Woodland Park Zoo. I had no idea how much the zoo offered to students. They were talking about a grant program that they had that I wish high schools would frame the way that they taught students. One of the things that they did is they give students an opportunity to pitch an idea for something that they want to study, and then if the zoo approves it, they give them a mini grant, and then they provide the student with a framework for how to pursue that subject, and then if they do well enough with that mini grant, then they get an even larger grant to pursue it even further. And I loved it because it was based entirely around the students' interest and growing them from that point.